It is my pleasure to introduce Megan Wise, Miss Ohio USA 2016. Megan is a 2008 graduate of Gallia Academy High School, and she earned a bachelor's degree from the University of Rio Grande in elementary education in 2012. She holds a master's degree from Concordia University in Chicago in educational leadership, and she's a first grade teacher at Meigs Elementary in Middleport. You may read more about Megan in your printed program, but I think that you are very much in store for great words of advice and encouragement for us all. Introducing Megan Wise.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for having me today. I'm extremely honored to be here speaking to you on your commencement. Not very many girls in my shoes get to do something as prestigious as this. First of all, I want to tell you congratulations. You made it. All of your hard work, your dedication, and the occasional sleepless nights have finally paid off. I hope you feel an immense amount of pride today. The education that you have received is something that you will hold dear to your heart for the rest of your life. I truly believe that an education is more valuable than gold. My passion for education runs so deep that I decided to become a teacher. I also graduated from the University of Rio Grande in 2012 with my degree in elementary education and in educational leadership with a master's degree from Concordia University of Chicago. And I currently teach first grade at Meigs Primary School. For some of you, obtaining your degree today may not have been the easiest of road. Maybe you decided to go back to school later in life. Maybe you are balancing athletics, a family, or even a job. Or maybe you were like me and it took you a little while to finally decide on a major. I once thought that I wanted to go into the medical field until I started actually doing hours in a hospital. And I found that I fainted at the sight of everything. So I had to change. But overcoming these kinds of obstacles make our accomplishments all the more sweet in the end. Today, I want to talk to you about two things. The first is the importance of perseverance, and the second is about having a dream. As a teenager, I loved modeling. I attended classes on Saturdays in Columbus to learn everything that I could about the industry, from stage presence to makeup tricks and how to go on casting calls for designers. At 18 years old, I entered the Miss Ohio Teen USA pageant. I loved being on stage and modeling, so I figured that this would be the perfect fit for me. That was my first time competing at a large state-level pageant, and I was fortunate enough to have placed third runner-up. After my experience, I fell in love with pageantry. I loved the excitement of being on stage, the glamour of a live event, and the purpose of women advocating for others. It became my big dream to be Miss Ohio USA and competing at Miss USA. It was a long and challenging road to achieve my goal, with many victories of placing in the top 5 consistently, and even placing as first runner-up 2 years in a row. You know that old saying, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Well, that was me. I did not win the title on my second attempt, or on my third, or even my fourth. It took me 9 years to finally achieve my goal, and on my final year of age eligibility, I won the title of Miss Ohio USA. During my journey, I worked tirelessly to improve and never gave up on my dream that I had made for myself. Like with any big goal, I had my fears and my doubts. There were times that I wondered if I was even good enough to win. I would hear critiques like, "Why even bother? Those things are rigged. Or you're from too small of a town. You don't have the same connections as people from bigger cities. But I knew in my heart that I was capable, so I kept persisting and I kept working. When my name was called as the winner, it was the most surreal moment of my life. Looking back now, it's hard for me to even believe that I was considering quitting and giving up on my dream. But we are all faced with those moments in life and trials where we question our passion and question our ability to proceed. Today, we live in a world filled with instant gratification, and that sometimes distracts us from putting in the work to achieve our goals. However, I can tell you, nothing worth having is ever easy. I learned a lot about myself during those years of competing, but for the most part, I learned that it's okay to fail. It's okay to fall short a few times when striving towards a goal, but it's never okay to stop trying just because it gets hard. When I first began competing, a dear friend told me, "Your toughest competitor will be the woman you face every day in the mirror." At 18 years old, I did not understand the magnitude of her advice, but it has been the truest thing that I've ever been told. I believe that we all have a big dream in our hearts. It's our one true passion. It's that something that we can really envision ourselves doing. However, it's becoming increasingly rare that people actually pursue their big dream. We're often held back by fear, doubt, or the opinion of others. Even when the opportunity presents itself, people will often turn down their big dream in order to not risk leaving their comfort zone. But today, I want to encourage all of you to go for it. I want you to envision a life that you love and stop at nothing to achieve it. Because in life, obstacles cannot stop you. Your circumstances cannot stop you, and not even other people can stop you. You are the only one that can stop you from achieving your dreams. As you're sitting here today, waiting to receive your degrees, take a second to appreciate the magnitude of this moment. As graduates, you too are shining examples of hard work and dedication. I want to encourage you to keep working, never place a limit on yourself, and always remember the wise words of Walt Disney. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. I want to thank you all for having me today. I wish you the very best of luck in your future. Thank you.